Welcome to Buckets, brought to you by FanDuel Sportsbook. My name's Matt Moore. I'm the senior NBA writer for the Action Network, joined for this Wednesday Best Bets episode by Jay Money on Twitter at JMoneyIsMoney and Sean Little at Chicago Flow from MSG Networks, bringing you the best bets for the Wednesday slate. Reminder, everything we talk about can be found in the award-winning Action Network app. Best way for you to track your picks. You get up-to-the-second information where the picks and money are coming in on. You get all sorts of cool stuff in there. You get our daily show, Green Dot Daily, that I appear on every Tuesday and Thursday. You get all sorts of great stuff in there, as well as you got our podcast getting ready for NFL. They're doing NFL free agency recaps, win totals, all sorts of stuff in there. Check it out, the Action Network app. As always, we'll go around the table, list our best bets for the evening, then we'll get into the cap. Jay, who's been absolutely on fire lately, just killing it. Keep it rolling, my guy. What do you got?
Yeah, I don't like to hear that. I don't like it. It's all lifestyle. It's just the way I live, guys. It's not really on fire. This is just what I do. I go with what I know and I live with the results. So
And
I
the
don't like to
reverse
look at
jinx
it.
is working. Jay, you got the reverse
Yeah,
jinx working. You got it all
no, for
working right
sure.
now.
Yes, sir. But yeah, give me Lakers. Lakers on the money line. Personally, I did take the -1, but I'll take the money line. I don't care if LeBron's in or out. If he's out, I'll take him again on the money line at plus money. So Lakers money line to win this game.
All right. I'm going right up against him. I'm going up against, very rarely do I do that. I'm going to go up against Jay here. I'm taking Bulls -1. I'm also going to take the under in Suns Wolves in that one. Sean, what do you got for me?
Phoenix Suns -6 over at FanDuel.
Okay. All right. Well, let's talk about the Sacramento Kings, who we don't know if they're going to be playing for a playoff spot or not. They're playing the Portland Trailblazers. We're getting to some team total talk with them. All right, Jay, let's start here. Lakers completely wet the bed in LA in a Sunday sweet spot. Bulls with the LA nightlife game, and they couldn't get anything going. So is that just as simple as you want the revenge spot here for the Lakers?
I mean, it is that simple. Honestly, I mean, they didn't even know that LeBron was playing in that game. They literally just found out that same day. The players talked about it. They didn't even have a practice under their belt, so they were coming into it thinking that LeBron was going to be out. He ended up warming up and then ended up playing. It really, I mean, you know how it is. Star player return theory. It just messed up the whole flow. He was rusty. He was turning the ball over all that. I actually would. I mean, it's probably an unpopular take, but I wouldn't care if LeBron sat this game out. I think the Lakers are just fine without him, at least in this particular matchup. I think they have to do it with defense. And like I say, he just comes in there and really messes up the flow. So we'll see if he plays or not. I don't care. Lakers here, regardless. They're 3-1 straight up as well this season as a road favorite. So it hadn't happened too many times. Obviously, the revenge spot, and I do see this going exactly like how the Bulls just happened as well with the 76ers. They won in Philly, then they went home. They got absolutely smoked by the Sixers in that one. Lakers also have had 2 days off of rest as well. They have the rest advantage. The Bulls just played last night in the Clippers as well. So they have a game. They basically have a game of a rest advantage over them. And first game back at the house after what 4-game road trip as well for the Bulls. So those are all cherry on tops for me. But yeah, it is that simple with me, man. Revenge game, Jay here. Give me the Lakers to win this game.
Okay. I got a trend that supports you, so I'll go ahead and I'll list that before I tell you why I'm going the other way. Teams, when they play within the last 3 days, so this is like a little bit of a stretch. We'll bump this up to 7. Let's do a week. If they play within a week and they're home, and the last one they were away, and they were dogs in both, those teams are just 40 and 46, about 47% ATS. A little bit of an edge there for Jay on that trend. Look, I wouldn't mind it if this number was appropriate, but like I don't know. Why are the Bulls dogs here? Why, like, the Lakers, this is too much Lakers respect. Like I get it, but for me, this is a number play. I think the Bulls are better. I think the Bulls are playing better basketball right now. I think the Bulls are playing really good basketball right now. They've been one of the best teams defensively in the NBA since the All-Star break and really throughout the course of the season. They're top 10 defense. So everyone talks about the great Lakers defense. The Bulls team can defend, and they actually have guards. Like, they have guards that can do stuff. I know the D'Angelo Russell is a thing, but I'll take Zach LaVine. That's who I'll take in that one. LeBron can certainly do LeBron things, but we just don't know what shape he's in. We don't really even know after that last one. We don't know what kind of condition he's in. We really don't. If he plays, what does he look like? And then it gets into like, okay, but what about AD? Sure. I mean, it's AD. We can get a great game. We can get a not great game. He's too inconsistent. versus I think the Bulls have actually they've figured out themselves a little bit. Zach LaVine looks better than he has recently. Sean, as a guy that knows the Bulls, I want to ask you what you think about this game and how you think it works out.
Yeah, they've looked a lot better, the Chicago Bulls, since Billy Donovan has been playing his marquee guys. Caruso was in the starting lineup. Then Pat Bev came over. He was starting, and they've looked a lot better ever since then. Caruso looks like he's not going to play. So that's tough. But the Bulls are a different squad at home. Now, this is also a little different revenge game spot where I agree with Jay that the way LeBron moves nowadays, it's like he just showed up to the arena like, oh, yeah, hey, guys, by the way, I'm going to play tonight.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay, well, then let's figure out how we get LeBron involved and get him rolling in this game. First game back off an injury. The rust was very, very clear. They couldn't get rolling. They took an L. LeBron, now they know he's going to be in the fold, has a couple days. You guys picked the toughest game on the slate for me. I don't know why you guys are looking at this game. The Lakers are obviously trying to win to continue to push for the playoffs. The Bulls are doing the same. They just played each other. And now it's that duplex spot where they have to go to Chicago, where historically and all year, the Bulls have been a better team than they are on the road. They've been playing extremely well the last few weeks as well. So it's a tough spot. I don't like either side, but the Bulls have been playing better with the guys starting. And Pat Bev, it can't be understated. He's come in and made an impact for those guys. They've looked a lot better since he got over there.
My other one, this is a tough spot here that I'm taking, but I do think it's the right one. I'm taking the under 235 in Wolves Suns. Wolves are on a 3-4. KD's first game back. There is a possibility, if I'm wrong, what this looks like is the Wolves just got done with a monster set of games on the West Coast. They roll out of there. They go to Phoenix, KD's home thing, and they just get destroyed, and the Suns put up like 130 on their own. I'm open to that possibility, but I've been banging a lot of Wolves unders because the market just simply does not respect how good this defense is and how well it travels. I still think that that's going to happen here. I think the Wolves defense is going to travel. I think that for sure KD is going to get his, but I also think that anytime the KD is involved, there's a certain number of possessions where like there's no movement and it stagnates things a little bit. And that's enough for me to think that there's going to be a little bit more isolation play, slow it down a little bit, get under this number. It's just a really high number. I've got this projected at 225 based off of full season numbers. That's obviously a little wonky with the Suns rating being all over the place, but Wolves back to full strength. I think they can control tempo and dictate this a little bit more. I like the way that the Wolves are playing right now. I don't want to take them on the spread here because I think KD might just do KD things, and they are undefeated with Kevin Durant in the lineup. Sean will talk about that in a second. But I do like the under here as a play based off of the number. This number is just way too high, up at 235. Sean, you're laying the points. You're willing to lay it with the Phoenix Suns.
Yeah, perfect segue. Give me the Phoenix Suns -6. Kevin Durant returning. This the superstar coming back doesn't apply for me for Kevin Durant here in this spot. That LeBron situation coming back for the Lakers is a little different here. There's never been a guy that's more plug and play than Kevin Durant. He's going to get his very efficiently on minimal shots, and it should be extra looks, especially with how DeAndre Ayton has struggled against the bigs of Minnesota. I believe Kevin Durant's going to get his. He's going to get tons of looks. Devin Booker's going to continue to cook. He's been absolutely on fire recently. Also dishing 5 assists a game recently, 33 points a game, around those type of numbers. I think with both of those guys in the backcourt, they're going to be able to get jumpers all day long on a tired Minnesota team that's going to be playing their third game in 4 days. Got a couple big wins, feeling good. I think this is a letdown spot versus Phoenix with Kevin Durant coming back at home where they take care of business at the footy is what I call it. So give me the Suns -6. I think they take care of business. Durant shows up like he never left. And it's just a good spot for these guys to get a win. This is a tall task to go into Phoenix against Kevin Durant in 3 and 4 nights where they've won the last 3 as well, Minnesota. So give me Phoenix -6.
It's bold just because like everyone was like, oh, the Wolves will lose to the Warriors. Nope. Oh, well, the Kings are going to beat the Wolves and get their playoff spot. Nope. Like this Wolves team, they're tough.
Yeah.
We'll see what they look like in this one. Jay, you got thoughts on that game? I'm curious where you lean on that.
a tough game for me. I don't like betting those type of games. I can see the Suns side. I mean, the Suns are going to be really hard to defend with Kevin Durant out there. You can't really double team him. They have Booker. He can actually be a number two out there as well. So it's tough. I mean, I don't want to bet against the Bull. I don't want to bet against the Wolves here as well. They've been playing too well. It's just a tough game. The Suns are 5-0 against the spread last 5 meetings though, so that's good for my guy Sean there. But it's just a really tough game. I could see it being a playoff field type of game and looking towards the under in that one, Matt. So if I had to play it, I would probably go with the under in this one, the spread. It's just a tough one for me.
Let's go. All right. I'll go 1-1 because I'm definitely gonna lose this head to head versus Jay tonight. Sean, you want to talk about that Kings team total a little bit? They're facing as they try and get their playoff appearance, depending on what.
Yeah, they got Portland.
They got Portland, who, oh boy, ooh.
We talked about it last night. Jay and I and AC talked about it last night. They are a fade 100% of the time the rest of the season. I think they're really trying to pack it up, and they have no interest in trying to get – I don't even know who's going to be playing some of these games for Portland. Now, the outlier here as we record this Tuesday night is if Golden State loses and they're currently down to New Orleans, then Sacramento does clinch the playoff spot that they're looking for. If that's not the case and Golden State ends up getting a W here, it's an 8-point game in late in the third quarter, and the Kings need a W to clinch that spot, I really like them to come out and hang 130 plus on Portland. I don't see why they wouldn't. So I really am going to wait for the number. Make sure you follow me on the Action Network app. I'll make it official and load it depending on what shakes here the rest of the evening. But the Portland Trailblazers are not interested in playing basketball the rest of the season. They have no motivation to do anything. Shutting Dame was a given. So I'm going to look at the Kings to hang a big number on Portland, especially if they still need a W to make the playoffs.
Chauncey Billups may be the best tank commander in the NBA. Wouldn't have thought it, but
yeah,
2 seasons in a row where like when they are bad, they are horrible. I'm gonna push back against something you said, but in support of your pick. I think you should feel good about this either way. And the reason is they were so tight in that game versus the Wolves.
Yeah.
Like the whole building was so excited. They were so like Harrison Barnes was so heartbroken after the game that they couldn't get it done. Right. Like all those type of things. If the Warriors lose tonight and they're just in, the Kings get to relax. They get to take a deep breath and just play. Mm-hmm. And they'll run up and down the floor and they'll put 130 on them. Like I like this less. I like the team total play less.
Interesting.
Even versus Portland. I like it less if they need the win to clinch the playoff spot. I think you're good either way. But especially I think if the Warriors lose this game and the Kings clinch, I think they can relax and chill out and they'll be able to just play basketball, which is go out, run up and down and score.
Yeah, I mean, obviously we know what they do on offense, the best in the league. They get up and down, and I can't overstate how little the Portland Trailblazers care about the rest of this NBA season.
Yeah,
it's disrespectful. Really... Can I just say one thing? It's disrespectful to basketball, man. It's like this hurts the brand of the NBA. I get it, trying to take. They gotta find some way to fix it. They're not going to, but I mean, losing on purpose, shutting down all your guys. I understand if they're actually hurt or whatever, but it's literally disrespectful to the game of professional basketball. In my opinion, send them down to the G League or something, or forfeit the rest of your games. Like it's a horrible brand of basketball that they're putting out there for the fans. Like I'm a true NBA basketball fan. You know what I'm saying? So I just kind of take these things to heart, and it's things never used to be this way, man. It sickens me.
I'm less annoyed by Portland than I am by Utah. Utah is the one where I'm like, come on, guys, like you can still do this. Like you're there, you know. Like Laurie's gunning for most improved player. You're trying to build like you can get Walker Kessler like playoff experience. Like take advantage of that. You know, you're whatever chance of getting the pick isn't worth it. Utah is the one that I'm bummed out about, and not just because I had midseason over on them.
They're not resting their whole starting five, though, man.
That's true. True. When Portland tanks, no half measures. That's for sure. All right, let's wrap it up for Buckets. Thanks for joining us, everybody. We'll be back tomorrow with another Best Bets episode for your Thursday slate. On Friday, we'll have Futures Friday back with Brandon Anderson this week, along with our Best Bets episode with Jim Turvey. Thanks for joining us, everybody. Make sure to follow Sean on Twitter at Chicago Flow and then the Action Network app. Follow Jay on Twitter at JMoneyIsMoney. You can catch me at HP Basketball. Download the Action Network app. Our thanks to David Payne, our producer. Have yourselves a great night. We'll see you again next time. Till then, skip buckets.